Hey everyone, Casey here again with another episode with Graphite Customs. We're working on a custom coin mold for a customer. So he's looking to get a 1 ounce coin with this extruded shape on the top. So these are all vectors. We've already got those figured out. The vectors a lot of times can be the most difficult part to make sure the customer gets what they want, the right design, and have the correct shape and feel for the whole mold. So first thing we're going to do is extrude this outside diameter, just like the other ones we've done. So we're going to do a plane, and we're going to start with 0.2 inches. So we're not real sure how much volume this is yet, but once we've got it built, we can change it by scale, and we'll have the correct size we need. So now that we have that, we can add this design on top in 3D. So we'll select all of those. You can see it kind of pop up. I'll turn the vectors off so we can actually look at it. So that looks pretty good. This is a point where we can kind of play with the design. So we can go negative if we wanted, which would be, this is how the actual model of the silver would look. So we could do it like that, or the customer wants it all positive, so we're gonna take it out just to whatever looks right. Looks good to me. So then we can hit apply here. We also need to add a draft. So we've got this draft here. The tool I'm going to use is a 7-degree side angle. So I want to make sure to put that on now so that it doesn't go into the design as it's machining. So we'll just hit add here, and you can see it real easily adds that angle. And you can see the roughness on the edge here. We can clean that up later. It's just part of the design, how it works. So now that we have that, we can check our volume here. I gotta get out of here. Okay, we can check our volume. So 1 troy ounce of silver is approximately 2.96 cubic centimeters. So you can see here we're right about 2 ounces. Now he wants this to be 1 ounce, so we can change it to 1 ounce. And we're scaling in Z only, so it's just going to take the thickness because we want to keep the same diameter. But you can see how thin it is and how difficult that would be to pour silver in without spilling over or getting it everywhere. So what we're going to do is actually make it a little over 2 ounces so that when he pours his 1 ounce of silver in there, he doesn't have to worry about being exactly right or spilling over a bunch of silver. So next we can move on to machining. And here we are out in the shop again. First thing first, safety equipment. Got our gloves on, safety glasses, and mask. Those are very important when doing graphite like this. So then we are going to set up our tools. We're going to have 2 tools. The first one is a flat end mill. So this is a 1/4 inch flat end mill. We're using ER20 collets with a BT30 tool changing system. So this first one is just a quick rough. We're using a really small radius bit for the second one. It's a 10 thousandths, so you see it here, real tiny. So we want to get some of that material out first, just so we're not messing up the bit or breaking it. It's just less for it to handle. Next here, we're going to actually measure those tools. So we've got a automatic tool setter, so we just have to load it into the BT30 spindle, send it over, and get them measured. So we'll do the 1/4 inch first, maybe a couple times just to make sure we get it right. Then we will do the 10 thousandths radius end mill. Get that out there. Now we will put the material in the vise, so we're going to add it in here. It's kind of low. It's not really a big deal for this one, but we're going to change the parallels out here and get it up a little higher. Make sure everything's real clean when we're doing this, just so there's no change in the top surface when we're machining. Next is to find that corner. We have to do this every time we're setting up a new project. So we probe each edge, and that will find the corner for us. And then from there, we can move to the center and machine. We do all of our machining from center. It just helps. Here we go. We're going to X, Y, 0 there. So that helps to make sure the whatever we're making is actually in the center. So we're going to zero off our Z and get started. We're not going to show the quarter inch. We're just going to jump right into the finishing passes. You can see that quarter inch is pretty small. So this is going 1,000 step over each step. That's why it's going so slowly and about 35 inches a minute. So we have to do this slowly so we can get all that detail in those patterns that we created in the beginning. It's also going to do a finishing pass around the perimeter just to clean up those machine marks. It'll go too fast to see here, but quickly at the end. And here we go, finished mold. If you've got your own ideas, make sure you contact us on Instagram or send us an email. Also, if you like this video, we'll be making more. Please like and subscribe here on YouTube, and we'll see you later.